Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. My name is Korean, and on my channel I like to do different types of crafting videos, from sublimation to embroidery, or just any kind of craft that I enjoy doing. Now I will say, if you are into watching perfect craft tutorials, people who don't make mistakes, this may not be the channel for you, because I just like to craft and have fun, and I like to share my crafts with everybody. So I hope that you will stick around and hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Today I'm going to be doing an applique on a onesie on my Ricoma Em1010, and what I'm doing right now is I'm just prepping the shirt with some spray adhesive. You do not have to use spray adhesive. I think it's a personal preference. Some people believe that it gums up the needles on the embroidery machine. Not debating it. I just like to use it because it holds my stabilizer in place, because I'm kind of new to using mighty hoops, and sometimes when I go to hoop my garment with the stabilizer, it kind of shifts. So the spray adhesive just kind of keeps it in place. Now I use the Elmer's brand from Walmart. I believe it was like $4 a can, but there are several different kinds that you can use. There's one called 505 spray, but I believe Amazon sells it, and if I can find some, I'll leave a link down in the bottom to the spray. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Now I'm hooping my onesie, but right now I'm using a 5.5 hoop, and I realized that hoop was a little bit too small, so I decided to go ahead and use my 7.25 hoop. You can't see it here, but I just wanted to let you know that. So what I'm doing now is I'm just checking to make sure that the stabilizer is in place. Any little wrinkles that might be in the shirt, I'm just kind of smoothing them out so that I can snap it to the hoop, and just kind of getting any little wrinkles out. That way that the onesie is tight in the hoop. What I'm doing right here is going ahead and placing a piece of embroidery vinyl down. It has already done a placement stitch on top of the onesie. Once the placement stitch stitches out, you go ahead and you apply whatever fabric or vinyl you are going to use so it can do the tack down stitch. So that's what it's doing now. It's going to tack it down. It has tacked the vinyl down, I'm using some applique scissors, and I'm going to cut around the edges, being careful not to cut the stitches on the seam. This onesie is for our cousin's sweet little grandbaby. Her name is Sage, so I wanted to stitch out her name on top of the heart. So now that it has stitched out the placement stitch to where the bow is going to go, I'm just measuring out my piece of embroidery vinyl to make sure that it is big enough to go all the way around the bow so that it can do the tack down stitch without any problems. So I have trimmed around the bow, again being careful not to cut any of the stitches around it. It's going to go ahead and do the last step. So I'm going to put it back on the machine. It's going to outline the bow and the heart. I'm making sure that the onesie is not stuck to the top of the machine so that it does not stitch the top and bottom together. So I'm just going to move you in a little bit closer to see if you can get a better look of it stitching out the outer design. I swear guys, I could watch this machine go all day, but unfortunately I have a full-time job, so I can't do that. But I just enjoy my Ricoma so much. I know that there are a lot of people out there that have purchased a Ricoma that may not be happy with theirs. Now I will say I have had my issues, but most of the time it has been something that I have done wrong myself. And there is a group for everyone that has a Ricoma you can join on Facebook called Ricoma Connect. Anytime I've ran into any problem, they have been such a nice, helpful asset to me. But I am enjoying my machine. I have had it since May and I have created so many different things. I plan on doing videos each week on embroidery. Some weeks I'll be on my single needle machine. I have 2 single needles. I have a Brother SE400, a Brother PE770. So I want to do tutorials or at least do videos showing you different things you can stitch out on both single needles, but I also want to do more Ricoma videos because I just want people that are leery about purchasing it. And I will say, I purchased my machine. I am not sponsored by Ricoma in any kind of way. I'm just letting people know that I have not had a bad experience this far with my machine, and I love it so much, and I just want to keep doing videos to show people exactly what these machines are capable of creating. If you're interested in seeing me do any kind of video stitching anything out on my Ricoma, please leave me a comment down at the bottom, and if it's something that I can do, I will do a video on it. If it's something that I may not be able to do, I may still do a video on it. So we are coming up to an end. It is stitching out the last few stitches on the bow, and I am anxious to show you how it turned out. Guys, I just want to go ahead and say thank you to every one of you that have been watching my videos, those of you that have been liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. It truly means the world to me. I decided to step out of my comfort zone January the 6th, 2018 and upload my first video. I know that my lighting may be bad sometimes, my voice may be a little low sometimes, but you guys have been sticking with me and you are continuing to like and subscribe, and it means the world to me. And it is finished, guys. I think it turned out so pretty. I'm really happy with the results. I hope that baby Sage enjoys wearing it, and I hope that her mommy enjoys it as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it off the hoop, get out my lint roller, and kind of clean up some of the loose threads and get all of that off of the shirt. So now I'm going to go ahead and clean up the back of the applique. Careful just to cut any little loose threads that I see hanging. I'm not going to cut all of them, just kind of snipping a little bit of them. Then I'm going to take my applique scissors and hold up the stabilizer and carefully cut around the design, making sure that I don't cut the shirt and don't cut any of the stitches on the applique. And I'm just going to go all the way around until there's just a little bit left. And before I give this as a gift, I'm going to use what is called Tender Touch. I believe there's something called Cloud Cover. I could be wrong about that name, but I use Tender Touch, and it goes on the back of the applique, and you iron or heat press it on, and it has a soft feel to it so that it does not irritate the baby's skin. I purchased mine from Sulky, and I get it from Amazon. I'll leave a link down at the bottom also. So it is ready to be Tender Touch, and I'm going to do that a little bit later. I also want to show you this bib that I made on my sewing machine. I use a purple fat quarter, and on the back of it, it has Minky stitched to it. That's also going to be one of her little gifts. And I embroidered it after I sewed it together. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video, guys. Again, please, if you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.